Hello, welcome to the second episode of Yokogawa Unwrapped. In the previous episode, we discussed worker safety as a core value, not just compliance, and the role of technology in fostering safer environments. Today, we shift the focus to how control of work is implemented in real workplaces, and we will dive into how it directly impacts day to day operations in hazardous industries. I'm joined by James Beckley, Safety Systems Implementer at Yokogawa RAP. Hi, James. Welcome to our podcast. What's been keeping you busy this week?
Hi, Treya. Thank you for having me. This week, I've been supporting projects in a more technical aspect, mainly configuring systems so that they suit a customer's workflow. I've also been preparing for onboarding new sites with my colleagues, collecting required information from our customers, such as the users and site locations, and then implementing them into their system.
And I bet you're just looking forward to the weekend right now.
Oh, definitely. I can't wait. Yeah. I'm just going to be sleeping all weekend.
I can't wait. James, first, I would like to ask you, drawing from your years as an HSE officer in high hazard environments, what were some of the recurring safety challenges you saw on the ground? And then from there, if you can just tell us, how does control of work help?
So, but my experience with being an HC officer, I was kind of exposed to more like the practical challenges workers and safety teams faced on a daily basis, especially around permit complexity, isolations, and communication gaps. We used to find control of work is on the ground is about robust risk assessment, mitigation, and communication and visibility. It means knowing what work is happening, where and who is doing it, and in real time. In practice, it's about making sure no job starts unless all risks are assessed, isolations confirmed, and the right people are in place. Workers should be able to easily access, understand, and complete permits, even in the field.
And right, so that's actually where digital control of work can significantly help.
Yes, that's right. Because with a good digital system, planning becomes more streamlined. Like Yokogawa's OpenX control of work solutions, for example, it helps users with the upfront planning of the job, risk identification, and mitigation to set controls and identify any conflicts before the permit is even issued, which basically is just showing all the relevant information for that particular job in hand, which also can then be printed or accessed via a mobile device, laptop or tablet, depending on the setup.
Right.
The flexibility here kind of means that teams don't need to chase paperwork or rely on limited safety systems. Everything is logged, traceable, and easy to manage.
And that's a very valid point, James. In your experience, then, what would you say is the biggest gap in how safety is practiced? And how can control of work help teams prepare better and protect both their people and their processes?
Well, compliance safety is doing the minimum required, while proactive safety is about actively managing risk, spotting patterns, and preventing overlaps, as well as using the data to improve safety and performance.
Right.
Even in highly regulated sectors like oil, gas, and pharma, where systems aim to be preventative, there are still gaps. Often that's down to limited visibility or miscommunication. Digital control of work helps build forward planning into the job process. Like I said, identifying risks early, assigning roles clearly, and helping both contractors and full-time teams follow a structured workflow.
Yeah.
Basically, it's about consistency, not having a system in place, but having one that works across departments and roles.
So when teams are moving to a digital system, say for the very first time, what challenges do you typically see?
One of the biggest challenges I've seen when safety processes start to feel like just another tick box exercise,
Yeah.
which is where a user-friendly, effective digital control of work ensures the safety process isn't undermined. There's also a hesitation for some companies around moving to digital systems, For some teams, especially those used to paper, it can feel quite uncertain. But once they see for themselves that systems like VAT4 actually make their jobs easier by giving them real-time visibility, guiding their decisions, it shifts their mindset. Finally, getting leadership and frontline management engaged is key. If it's not supported from the top and understood at the ground level, it's hard to build a strong safety culture. But when both sides are involved and can see the value, that's when the control of work really starts to work.
Right, and I like how it sounded, when control of work really starts to work.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So, let's bring that to life a little. You have worked directly with clients during implementation. Can you share what the cycle of implementation looked like and what were the changes you saw once RAP4 went live for those clients?
Yeah, of course. In some cases, there was a slight hesitation as people were used to working on paper. But this was a big company and they were looking for an intelligent digital control of work solution which could help them improve on-site worker safety and help enhance operations. So basically our workshops involve just presenting the VAT4 software to a customer and then we tend to ask them questions at the end of the presentation as to what they think we need to change to suit their workflow.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, a lot of these discussions, we come to some sort of agreement. We kind of meet in the middle here. A lot of customers tend to find shortcomings with their processes, and this is where the VAT4 system helps enhance their safety culture. So one example is the ability to actually see where all the permits are, just using a computer screen or even your mobile device. The VAT4 system has the map feature where all permits are recorded and dotted, so any users can view this map and see where all the permits are. So it kind of gives them a good overview of what's working on site at the moment, who's working on site, and if there's any potential dangers or working next to another working party.
And all of this is in real time, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's all in real time.
That's incredible.
Yep. Once VAT4 was rolled out, upfront planning became easier for them, including permit processing, which became easier and more transparent. They've had live visibility of who was working where, what risks were present, and what isolations were active, all from a central dashboard.
Right.
Workers did not have to run back and forth for sign-offs and signatures, and they had all the information they needed. PPE, the tasks, the risks, all on mobile devices. That gave them more confidence and visibility, and above all, it helped save time.
Yeah.
So basically the conversation shifted from just getting the job done to how can we do this better and safer. People started asking the right questions, not just ticking boxes. There were fewer delays, clearer communication, and a stronger trust in the safety processes, both from the field and from management. Thanks to RAP's knowledge base and risk controls, the teams could tap into years of proven best practices right from the interface. That really helped drive engagement and ownership.
That sounds like quite a drastic change from being on one end to another, and yeah, it just sounds really incredible. So you mentioned, James, about having everything like the RAP system on mobile devices as well. And you're right, because having RAP4 on mobile is a really useful tool to have. According to you, what makes it stand out in terms of just as a feature?
Well, basically it's like accessibility in the field, so workers don't need to return to a control room or office to check permits or updates.
Yeah.
It's all in their hand on site. That makes a huge difference during high-risk jobs.
Mm-hmm.
They also get real-time information. They can see risks, assessments, isolation statuses, and required PPE on the spot. It also removes guesswork and delays, especially during handovers or shift changes. There's also efficiency and confidence, so the mobile access speeds things up. So there's less walking around and fewer communication delays. It also empowers the worker and they feel more confident knowing they're working from the latest information. And we also have the offline functionality. So even in areas with limited connectivity, the RAP4 mobile can actually continue operating offline. So it's not just about convenience, it also builds a stronger safety culture where workers can feel more involved and accountable.
And I think the offline functionality really stood out for me because, especially when you're on site and you're in a very high hazard environment, and then you may not always have access to data. And in situations like that, this is just so super useful. And so, yeah, James, you have shared some really great insights today, especially around how RAP4 brings safety to life on the ground. To wrap up now, if there's one key takeaway for companies looking to improve their safety systems, according to you, what would you say it is?
I would say that communication is key. You need to have robust risk assessment procedures and have an active engagement of the workforce, not from just the ground up, but from the top as well. All of which can be achieved with RAP4.
Great, and thank you so much. And I know that you've got a very busy day ahead as well, so I will not hold you for too long.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.